All right, everybody, welcome back, and we are going to Seattle, Washington, home of the Needle Space, and we are at Lumen Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks, the one-time Super Bowl champion, I'll be honest. Now we're going to Stadium Championship Series North, and now we're going to look at the bracket. It's going to be Bigfoot versus Game Over, Obsessed, Blue Thunder, Earthshaker, Dalmatian, and Extreme Diesel, and Mohawk Warrior. We're going to get ready to get set the battle out right here at Lumen Field. LT and Bigfoot is getting ready to rock it and rolling right there here at Seattle, and his opponent Dawn and Game Over. Those two trucks are going to be really decent out there as we're going to get ready to get started right there between Game Over and Bigfoot. Battle out. Let's get ready to get started. Bigfoot, Game Over. Here we go. Both trucks are looking solid, decent right there, and it's going to be a weird looking track design, especially with the Chicago style. It's one of the weirdest tracks I have ever seen in my life. That, you know, there's a lot of jumps and everything's in the way and stuff, but this is going to be the weird thing. Down to the final turn. Looks like Bigfoot's hanging in there. Game Over's trying to get there, and Game Over got the win. And LT looks like we have a little bit of a catastrophe going on, or should I say, Houston, we have a problem for Bigfoot. Let's go look at the replay right now. Both trucks looking solid, decent right now between Bigfoot and Game Over. But in the final turn, and it looks like Bigfoot's back at the left side of the tire because he, you know, went the wrong way, and the truck really got damaged right there so far. And well, it is what it is. At least he got back on his four tires that way. But you know, they got to fix the not just the left side of the back tire, but they got to fix the left side of the tailgate. Nick Wild in Blue Thunder and his opponent Molly and Obsessed. Last time we saw Molly back in Oakland, I was surprisingly shocked when she defeated Humphrey and Earthshaker. I didn't expect she was going to be a good driver. Well, even though you know, Mr. Popper's got the best of her, but we're gonna see how Molly does it. But to do that, she has to beat Nick Wild in Blue Thunder. Nick is taking the lead right now. It looks like he's getting out there, out to the far sideline. Down to the final turn. Looks like Blue Thunder's hanging in there. Obsessed trying to hang up right there, but it looks like Blue Thunder got the best of it. Your winner goes to Blue Thunder as he's moving on, advance to the next round. What a good race out there by Nick Wild in Blue Thunder, and he's doing great. Wait a minute, hold on. Outside of the replay right now, there's been a little screw up going on with Blue Thunder right now. I'm going to keep you guys an update right now because it looks like Blue Thunder has an electrical problem right there. Nick Wild has to go backstage to get the truck repaired. I don't know what's happening right now, but we're going to keep you guys updated. So yeah, we'll see. Humphrey and Earthshaker. Let's see if he can try not to fail, because even though he lost to Molly in her second year, and now his opponent, the driver who's been around for a while right now, Judy Hopps, Monster Dalmatian, as both trucks are staged. Here we go. There it is, Earthshaker, Dalmatian. Both trucks are looking solid, decent right there. And they're going to get it on right there. And Molly looks like she's trying to keep it up right there, keeping her distance and everything like that. And not bad right there. Down to the final turn. Looks like Judy Hopps is trying to get in there. Judy's trying to get in there. Humphrey's trying to do it. And Humphrey looks like he's going to get at the game. And it looks like bad luck for Humphrey right there. Again, Judy Hopps and Monster Dalmatian is the winner right there. I mean, it wasn't really a good race out there for Humphrey, but still, it is what it is. But, you know, surprisingly, this is one of the most intense race out there between those two trucks out there. Well, Judy Hopps got the best of, you know, Humphrey, but it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is. But yeah, that's how it is and stuff like that. So we got more trucks, more action right here. Here comes the Brain in Extreme Diesel, driving the second season of the Well, used to be Brodozer, but now it's Extreme Diesel. And now his opponent, Freddy Fazbear, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Let's see what Freddy's going to try to do right there. And I like the smell of, you know, of the diesel fuel, especially how it's trying to, you know, rev it up some engine as both trucks are getting ready to get started. And it looks like Freddy Fazbear is getting the game out there. And Fazbear looks like he's trying to pull up there. Not bad out there. Down to the final turn. Looks like Extreme Diesel is trying to get in there. Same as Fazbear. And we're going to get ready from up, down to downtown. And Freddy Fazbear looks like he's going to be the winner. And there's some bad news nightmare for Extreme Diesel. Not the way he wanted to end like this. What a good race out there between those two trucks out there. Freddy Fazbear and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior and Extreme Diesel, the Brain. But Brain had a trouble, could have won the race, but unfortunately he didn't turn wide enough. But that's going to cost him. Not the way we wanted to see from Brain, but you know, it is what it is. All right, everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got some bad news that Blue Thunder will not be competing the second round because Blue Thunder, due to electrical timing and the transmission, is not good. I know Nick Wild's very pissed. Looks like I was told by the officials at the time and the crew chief, they're saying that they worked so hard trying to get Blue Thunder back up. Blue Thunder will not be competing, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I I know it's been sad news for Nick Wilde. He's very pissed, and that's going to cost him some points. I don't blame him for his bad attitude, but we're going to have some good round 2 competition coming up. You know, we got Toro, Game Over, Maxi, Dalmatian, Thunder Roars, Mohawk Warrior, but still, we're going to see what's going to happen right there for round 2 competition. Last time we saw Mr. Poppers back in Oakland with a great racing winner, and now his opponent, Don in Game Over. Let's see what this is going to be a good run out there. Don and Game Over's all set, Mr. Popper's all set, and here we go. Both trucks are getting ready to stage, and they're rocking and rolling. Look at that there between those 2 trucks out there, between El Toro Loco and Game Over. And El Toro Loco looks like he's going to get ready to get on the lead right there. Down to the final turn, El Toro's trying to hang in there. So far, Game Over's trying to do the best, and Mr. Poppers looks like he's going to have a good dominant season right there. Your winner goes to El Toro Loco, and Game Over looks like we have another trouble issue going on right there. So far, 3 trucks has already had bad luck already, and that's so crazy. First, it started with LT and Bigfoot, then Nick Wild, Blue Thunder, and now Dawn and Game Over. Man, it looks like we have some 3 truck problem going on there. And now we don't know what's going to happen right now. We know that Bigfoot and Blue Thunder's under repair right now. But Game Over looks like it's not that much of a damage. They just need to put some little bit of Bondo on the fiberglass body, and then he'll be getting back up. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, Molly in Obsessed and her opponent, Sonic the Hedgehog in Gravedigger. Molly will have to be replacing Nick Wild in Blue Thunder, unfortunately, because Nick Wild had a transmission and electronic problem, 2-in-1 problem. I hate to see that. I know I wish I could have continued the trucks, but we can't. But remember, mechanical issues always going to happen. And Molly in Obsessed look like she's taking the lead. Wow. Down to the final turn. Can Molly get her second chance? But the problem, Sonic the Hedgehog is a heck of a driver. Molly's trying to hang in there. And Sonic the Hedgehog, Hail Mary pass. My goodness. We got a Hail Mary. Sonic the Hedgehog had Hail Mary pass the run to Molly in Obsessed. Oh my goodness. And that looks like this is the end of the run for Molly. She lost not once but twice, although that she was lucky because of Blue Thunder's, problems. But Gravedigger, oh my God, with the good, my goodness, man, with the Hail Mary pass. Judy Hobbs in Monster Dalmatian getting ready to run the race. Her opponent, Jack the German Shepherd in Max D. After Cosmo's departure, Jack the German Shepherd became the main driver of Max D. Although we never had another Max D guy won a World Finals champion, aside from, Cosmo's the only one because he became a 6-time world champion. But Jack could be, but we don't know yet. We're going to find out. Jack the German Shepherd looks like he almost got a 5-second penalty. Not really yet. So it's not a 5-second penalty, letting everyone know. The rules has just changed only for this season right now, unless there's more coming up. And your winner goes to Jack the German Shepherd Maxi and a 4th truck already. Oh my goodness. 2 trucks had damage right there in round 1, and now the other 2 already with round 2 already, and this is crazy. 4 trucks has already had minor issues right there. First was Bigfoot, then Blue Thunder, then Game Over for round 2, and now Dalmatian already. My goodness, man, looks like Seattle's track's been biting every truck's, giving bad luck to those guys out there. My goodness. Freddy Fazbear, Grey Clips, Mohawk Warrior. Let's see if he's going to try to get it up. His main goal is to get to the World Finals, but his opponent, under my brother's care, Blue and Thunder Roars. Blue is getting ready to get started in his second. This is his sophomore season, and we're going to get ready to get started right there. And it looks like both trucks are getting ready to get staged right there between Thunder Roars and Mohawk Warrior. Both trucks are looking solid, decent right now, and Mohawk Warrior looks like he's taking the lead. And up to the final turn right there. Let's see, can Mohawk Warrior try to get it on? Thunder Roars looks like he's trying to catch up. Mohawk Warrior has trouble, and Thunder Roars, unbelievable. Thunder Roars is not because Thunder Roars won the race, because Mohawk Warrior slid the turn. And remember, we have our water trucks. They're the ones that, wet the entire track. That way we don't cause a lot of, dust from the dirt all over around the stadium. And oh my goodness, and it looks like Mohawk Warrior has trouble. Mohawk Warrior, man, what a crazy race out there. I know it didn't work out great, but still, it is what it is. And it looks like we're going to the semifinals. El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, Max D, Thunder Roars. These 2 guys are going to go at it on and on. Who is going to the championship race and who's going to meet? A lot of people keep saying Gravedigger Max D, or could be a Toro Thunder Roars, El Toro Max D, or Gravedigger Thunder Roars. We don't know yet, but this is going to be a good race between the top 4 big dogs are going to get it on right there. Mr. Popper's having good luck out there. He has defeated Sonic the Hedgehog back in Oakland. Let's see if he can do it again. But this time, if he can keep his strategy going, well, we're going to see right there. Mr. Poppers, El Toro Loco, Sonic the Hedgehog, Gravedigger. those two trucks are going to get ready to go at it right there. Both trucks are not going to make some bad mistakes at getting out right there. Perfect jumping from both starts. It looks like El Toro would possibly take the lead right there. And it looks like Toro Loco's trying to get in there. And not bad for the turn by Gravedigger. Looks like he's just getting out there, right there to the strategy out there. Down to the final turn. It looks like Gravedigger's trying to get in the lead out there. El Toro's trying to hang in there, but Toro slowed down. And Sonic the Hedgehog will be the one. Sonic ain't going out without a fight. This is going to be a good rivalry between Sonic the Hedgehog and Mr. Poppers. My goodness, man. Mr. Poppers debuted at El Toro Loco. This is his first season driving El Toro Loco after the departure of, with the Monster Energy runs. But still, it is what it is. What a phenomenal run between El Toro and Gravedigger. My goodness gracious. Who is going to meet Gravedigger in the championship race? Will it be Blue in Thunder Roars? Or will it be Jack the German Shepherd, Max D? These two guys are no strangers to each other. They met each other a while ago, but, Jack was still a Monster driver. Blue was still barely new, and now we're going to see what's going to happen right there. Jack is trying to keep his strategy going, and so far Blue is. And Jack the German Shepherd is taking the lead right there. On to the final turn. Jack the German Shepherd hanging in there. Blue is trying to get in there right there. As both trucks are going to get a stage right there, and it looks like Jack the German Shepherd got the best of him. Your winner goes to Jack the German Shepherd, and we're going to have a rivalry between Gravedigger and Max D. What a good race. Jack the German Shepherd rocking and rolling out there. Never doubt on himself. He did everything in his phenomenal job right there. And I like the part how he's not giving up. He put everything in his body and his soul to get it up right there, representing all the German Shepherds out there. What a good race from Jack the German Shepherd in Max D. We are going to the official championship race between Gravedigger and Max D. A lot of people saying that this is one of the best rivalry in the history of Monster Jam, which it is, no doubt about it. You go back to the heydays, you have Dennis Anderson, Tom Mintz, sometimes Dennis Anderson, Neil Elliott, Tom Mintz, Adam Anderson, Neil Elliott, and on and on and on and on. But even sometimes you get Cole Nykelberger with Tyler Menega, but still, this is going to be one of the most static races out there. But in the world, Nickelodeon Disney Cartoon Network is nothing but Donald Duck and Cosmo. After Donald left, it wasn't the same since the rivalry going. But the rivalry hasn't been the same since, Donald and Cosmo left, but still, it is what it is. Jack the German Shepherd Max D will be taking on the arch rival Sonic the Hedgehog and Gravedigger. Now, a lot of people that didn't notice, they are trailer mates. Yes, both of their trucks share the same trailer together. And, yeah, it's going to be a good race. And it looks like this is going to be a phenomenal race out there, because even now, to put the cherry on top to, have the rivalry well known between Gravedigger and Max D, we have Bigfoot. But, however, it looks like starting to fade away because, we haven't had a good Bigfoot driver until Zoe is now back again trying to make, Bigfoot. But anyways, Gravedigger's the winner of the racing competition. Congratulations for Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm very proud for his racing skills. He tried everything he can in his phenomenal race. Congratulations to Sonic the Hedgehog. He did everything, because the problem is that Jack the German Shepherd has trouble. His rear steering has trouble. So right now, it looks like I'm told that Max D is under repair. They're going to go check on Max D. Max D is now the 5th victim of the situation right now. First, it all started because of Bigfoot. Then it happened to Blue Thunder. And after that, game over. Then Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And now Max D. Well, 5 of the 12 trucks are already damaged. The good news is they're all eligible to do 2-wheel skills. There's nothing minor repair. So right now they got Bigfoot repair. Blue Thunder's already repaired. They already fixed the electronic thing. It was just a battery drain or something like that. They finally got, game over wasn't that bad. So they got game over under repair. Dalmatian's getting ready to be repaired. Max D's just going to take a look and inspection. But it looks like most likely it will make it to 2-wheel skills. Here comes LT in the Bigfoot monster truck. We're going to see what LT's going to do, representing his father, which is the monster truck that started it all. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is the monster truck that started it all. It's the Bigfoot. Bigfoot's getting ready to get started with the 2-wheel skills maneuver, and not really the way we wanted to see. Well, what a good run, but not really a great way to end it off, or the start actually. Not a way to end it, and not a good way to start it with it. But you know what? It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So stuff like this is always going to happen. So there will be no score for Bigfoot, unfortunately. Bad news for Bigfoot. That is not really the way. That is the case for that. But LT tried his best, but not really he wanted to do. But it is what it is. But you know what? Stuff like this is always going to happen right there from LT and Bigfoot. But we still got more trucks action. Come here, right here on Monster Jam. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Brain in Extreme Diesel. We'll probably see Pinky and Blue driving sooner or later, but right now this is just the Brain. Right now, he's the inspired version of Mr. Heavy D, and Pinky will be Diesel Dave, and this truck will be like their parody of Brodozer, which they did create Brodozer, even though it's about time they bought another diesel powered monster truck. So it's not like a Brodozer 2.0, but it's like a different version of it. But either way, it got its run, you know, and all that stuff. Well, what a good run by the Brain, but unfortunately there will be no score because, you know, he tried everything he can out there and his best, but it is what it is, so there's nothing you can do about it. So it's considered an NA. So unfortunately, it looks like not a bad run, but apparently the run must come to an end right there, and there'll be no score still for Extreme Diesel. Extreme Diesel tried everything he can, but, you know, not the way he wanted, but still, it is what it is. So we got more trucks action right here at Monster Jam. Pulling out the starting line, here comes Nick Weil in Blue Thunder. Let's see what he's going to do for all the great fans in here in Seattle. Nick Weil looks like he's going to try to come up right there, if he's going to try to play the game right there, as he's going to be the one. Looks like he's going to go for the two-wheel stompy. Let's see what he can try to do, because I'm looking forward to see how this guy can pull it up right there. And to this two-wheel stompy right there, and it looks like not as much as he can. I mean, not the way he wanted to do, but still he has one more hit to go. One more hit to go for Nick Weil in Blue Thunder. Nick, it looks like he's going to try to do the wheelie. Oh, it looks like he's going to hit the ramp to start with the wheelie. That's what he's going to try to do. Looks like he's setting up right there, up short, and he's getting ready. He's up stage, up over the jump, and he's going to break up the truck, and to the wheelie. Not really we wanted to see, but it is what it is. Oh well, Nick Weil tried everything he can. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. However, really probably a good solid run. You know, he did everything he can. He will be officially now taking the lead because, you know, Bigfoot, Extreme Diesel did not, you know, qualify to get their competition, but it is what it is. Anyways, the score is going to be 1.128. Fans give him 1.205. Expert judges give him 1.129. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. So what a good run by Nick Weil. You know, Nick Weil did everything he can out there in the Blue Thunder, showing it off right there to all the great fans right here, into the sport right there. Fans loving it so far, and, you know, that's about it. So yeah, that's how Nick Weil is. Nick Weil goes there. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Humphrey in Earthshaker. We know that him and Cuphead are both now stadiums, because Cuphead went from arenas to stadiums. I asked Humphrey, what is your opinion about, you know, Cuphead, seeing Cuphead now in stadiums? In his opinion, he's like, you know what, it's an honor, you know, get to see this guy. You know, Cuphead's a really cool guy. You know, wish him the best. You know, hopefully maybe him and I can win our stadium tours and head to the World Finals. That's our big, you know, big moment and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to see what's going to happen, and that's my go for. So we'll see. And it looks like he's going to be careful, and he saved the truck. Okay, he looks like he nearly flipped the truck over, but he saved it, and he gassed it really on time. And now he's going to try to go for the, you know, the another hit right there. He has one more hit to go. Let's see what's going to happen. Humphrey looks like he's trying to look for a decent run right there. His crew chief is just watching him, and looks like he can't see. Well, he cannot see, but however, the crew member is also, you know, trying to tell him what to do and stuff. So you try to tell him where to go, and it's not enough. But what a good run by Humphrey and Earthshaker. Not bad for the Earthshaker truck. You know, Humphrey did everything he can out there, trying to show it off. You know, I'll be honest, you know, he's just, no doubt about it, for, you know, for all the things he's been trying to pull it up right there. And we're gonna go see, get ready to see, and I like the part how he's trying to make a stompy. Anyways, the score is gonna be 1.130. Fans give him 1.103. Expert judges give him 1.193. I mean, too low for the fans, too high for the expert. Score okay, but I see a little bit lower than that's a little too high for that. That's just my opinion. But I mean, the fans gave him what they wanted, the expert judge gave him, the meter gave him, so that's how it is. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Judy Hopps in Monster Mud Dalmatian. Let's see what Judy Hopps is going to do. Try to rocking and rolling out there. Hopps is going to get ready to get started right there, and she is no doubt about it trying to get up there, making it to the turn right there. She's going on top of the ramp right there. Going to do a stompy right there, and looks like she stopped, and she's going to reverse it. Oh, looks like she's stuck. Okay, she's stuck. There's a trouble right there by Judy Hopps in Monster Mud Dalmatian. Looks like she's stuck. Hopps is trying to get herself. Okay, she got herself unstuck, but it still doesn't count. So it still doesn't count. So letting everyone know that doesn't count. The officials made hand signals that still doesn't count. So she's still eligible to make a one-hit move. Judy Hopps is trying to do everything she can. So now they're going to give her a one last chance, because there's like a one last chance warning. You only get 3 chances, and once you messed up, there will be, that's it. They're going to consider that hit. So Judy Hopps got to be careful. If she wants to do it again, she's going to get this final chance. So we got a limit chance. I mean, the third one was not bad, but remember, she has a three strike rule, so that's a 3-strike rule, something like that. That if you messed up for the first time, the first hit, you can get it again. If you mess up the second time, you're okay to hit again. But after the third time, that's it, no more. They're gonna just stop right there because they can't keep doing it over and over again. So that's considered a 3-strike run. Anyways, Hops is gonna go jump, go with the wheelie right there, and it looks like should she save it? No, she flipped it over. Well, that was a good run by Hops. It looks like she got shut down already. But Judy, she did absolutely phenomenal. Trying to do everything she can out there to all the runs, everything like that. Trying to be the one by being the best. There's no doubt about it, and that's how it is. Anyway, so what a good run by Judy Hops. She did everything she can. The score's going to be 1.205. Fans gave her a 1.103. Expert judges gave her a 1.203. Well, it was a good, solid, decent run. Hops did everything she can. She's no doubt about it. She's going to be a great driver, throughout her future run and stuff like that. But, how things get better soon. But, it's no doubt about it by Judy Hops. So, yeah, that's a good run by Judy Hops and everything. And, yeah, we've still got more action-packed monster trucks coming out there. Freddy Fazbear, Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. Let's see what he's going to try to do. After Monster Mutt Dalmatian, now we're going to Monster Mutt Dalmatian's arch rivalry, the Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior, or Mohawk Warrior, whatever you can call him. And it looks like Freddy Fazbear is going to try to see if he can try to do a perfect stompy right there. We'll see how he does it. Fazbear looks like he's trying to keep it up right there, keeping his distance, and it looks like he's going to try to reverse the truck, and almost saw decent, but not as much, so he has one more hit to go. One more hit to go by Freddy Fazbear in Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. Let's see if he can try to do his best and everything like that. Looks like he's going to keep it up right there for his stand him up, and he's going to reverse the truck, and he's going to get ready to get started right there, and looks like he's going to go pull forward into the jump right there by Fazbear, and whoa, okay, not bad. That's a good one. Okay. That's a good one by Freddy Fazbear. At least not a single damage of the truck. He knows how to keep the truck steady and going. So what a good run by Freddy Fazbear, Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. As we're looking at several random highlights right now, I like the first hit, how he tried to do his best, but the second one was pretty amazing, how he tried to do a perfect wheelie way on top of that center ramp, which is a weird looking ramp, weird looking track. I'm not so sure. Anyways, the score's going to be 1.425. Fans gave him a 1.503. Expert judges give him a 1.328. Well, pretty not bad run for Freddy Fazbear. He's really rocking and rolling out there. I'm very proud for his accomplishment. He's done everything he can in this phenomenal race. What a good one by Freddy Fazbear in Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. Tried everything he can and show it off, and we got more action packed here at Monster Jam. Coming next is going to be Don in Game Over. Let's see what he's going to try to rock and roll in. Former driver of Thunder 4x4, and let's see what Don is going to try to do. It's been a while. We've seen him for a long time. Well, I know we saw him last year, but I'm saying was before last year. It's been a while. After Thunder 4x4 was gone, then the Don was gone as well. Well, let's see what he's going to try to do. He's ready to rock and rolling right there to show it to all the good fans out there here by rocking and rolling out there. Not bad for the first start right there by Don in Game Over. I mean, the first hit was okay, but he still got one more hit to go. One more hit to go by Don in Game Over. Finally, they got the truck fixed. They got several other trucks that got fixed from, earlier I forgot to mention Blue Thunder was the first one. They got it fixed. They got everything all fixed and repaired. Then it went to Dalmatian. Then it went to Game Over. And then here it is. Game Over looks like he's trying to get in there right there for Don. As Don, it looks like he's going to try to go for this perfect wheelie. Don's going to reverse the truck right there as he's going to try to get it up right there. And it looks like he's fully speed ahead. Up to the jump. Perfect wheelie right there by Don. Not bad by him as he tried everything in his phenomenal run. Well, good run by Don. At least he's just doing everything he can out there. Trying to show it off right here for the fans of Seattle. And it looks like his run has come to an end. Not bad by Don. Very proud for him how he accomplished for his run out there. That's what I see. While Don in Game Over looks like he tried to make his accomplishment. He tried to do the sky wheelies with the jumps out there to the everything. And the score is going to be 1.208. Fans give him a 1.302. Expert judges give him 1.159. I mean, too low, too tall from both, from both sides. But I don't know. It's just too high, too low. That's what I was trying to say. But that's the way I see it from him. Well, It's a good run right there, I'll be honest, but it's just that's how it is and stuff. But yeah, we still got many more trucks action. Molly in Obsess. This girl has impressed me, really amazing. So far right there. She's not the only driver, including we got Reggie and Rampage, who went from, for them two are the only trucks and drivers that, they went to the arenas on their first season, and now they went to their stadiums. And it looks like she's going to do the perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. Molly's going to gas it and flip. Can she save it? No. Oh, wait, can she? No, she would not be. I mean, it's a really good solid run, but unfortunately it will be a no score. But the thing is, I'm impressed by Molly, that back in Oakland when she beat Humphrey and Earthshaker in the first round, I thought she was going to be a dominator driver. Maybe not yet, but however, Reggie and Rampage only had success when we saw him back in San Diego, but still it is what it is. But anyways, there'll be no score, like I mentioned before, for Molly and Obsessed. That's the rules. You have to hit 2 obstacles. If you don't hit it, that means it's like the second obstacle, that's considered a no score. So it's going to cost her some points. I know she doesn't like to do that, something like that, but you can't do nothing about it. Things happen for a reason, stuff like that, but still, it is what it is. I'm very proud for Molly, for her success. She tried everything in her phenomenal run, but still, let's see how it goes. Here comes Blue in Thunder Roars. Let's see what Blue is going to try to do to get it on right there. He's under my brother's care. My brother's his crew chief as they're going to get ready to get started. Looks like Blue is going to try to hit the ramp competition. Let's see what he's going to get it on right there. Blue is going to be on his game right there, and his A game out there. He's going to try to get it on right there. Try to reverse it, and it looks like he's trying to get success. Getting ready. Up over the jump right there, and he's going to do the perfect wheelie right there. Not bad for the wheelie cop. That's a good one right there by Blue and Thunder Roars. That's a really impressive run. One more run to go. Let's see if he can get it on right there for one more hit. Actually, I meant to say. Let's see what he's going to try to do right there. Blue is going to get it out right there, and he's going to go right there with the perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. And no, I don't see that happening. Nah, I don't see anything happening. Well, I'm very proud for Blue. He's just doing excess. He's trying to make everything to be the best as what he can out there. It's no doubt about it. But you know what? He's just trying to do what he had to do for everything he can. Not bad run by Blue and Thunder Roars as he tried everything he can in his phenomenal race out there. That was some amazing start right there. And the score is going to be 1.385. Fans give him 1.294. Expert judges give him 1.302. That's a really impressive run right now by Blue and Thunder Roars. He's just doing absolutely phenomenal in his run out there, and there's still no doubt about it. What a good run right there by Blue and Thunder Roars. The great T-Rex himself behind the wheel of a robotic T-Rex monster truck, but he's just doing everything he can, trying to show it off out there, and that's what he's trying to have his great success. Mr. Poppers in El Toro Loco, and I'm glad to see him back, but this time in El Toro Loco. This is his 4th truck. He started out driving with Monster Energy that 1 year, and then he drove Monster Energy for the next 2 years, and then he became a 2-time World Finals champion. After the departure, went to Rockstar Energy in the first year, won a freestyle champion. That was a great success, and he drove Rockstar Energy for a while, then back to Monster Energy after it's discontinuing, and now he's in El Toro Loco. Well, actually he drove Big Kahuna only for this 1 year after Rockstar Energy, then went to Monster Energy for 1 year, and now he's in El Toro Loco. Well, what a good success run by, Mr. Poppers. At least he had some great success and stuff like that. But apparently it will be a no score for Mr. Poppers. I know he doesn't like this so far. I cannot blame him. That's going to cost him some points. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, last time we saw him in Oakland, he was doing well. But now this time, he's just having some little bit of struggles out there. I mean, he tried everything he can, but it's just not the way we wanted to see from Poppers. But you know what? It is what it is. But, something like that. But still, it happens. Things happen for a reason. So you cannot doubt about it. So all that stuff. Here comes Jack the German Shepherd in Max D. Although he had his, try to do his best and stuff like that. But we're going to see what Jack is going to try to do. And it looks like he's going to try to pull it up to the game out there. Trying to show it off right there as he, trying to get a success. And it looks like he's going to copy Cosmo, the guy who was the leader of the team, in the Max D monster truck. While Cosmo is now retired, Jack is going to be taking over. But Jack looks like not really the best, the way we want to start it out with. I mean, it was a great, impressive run. He did everything he can, but unfortunately, it wasn't really that much of a success run. Jack the German Shepherd in Max D, you know, he tried everything he can out there, trying to show it off out there, you know, try to go for some wins and stuff like that, but apparently it will be a no score right there. At least he tried everything he can out there. Not the way he wanted to success, but still, it is what it is. He just tried to do it in his run right there for his run, but, you know, things happen, you know, it happens. Can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is and stuff like that, but still, what a good run by Jack the German Shepherd. I'm very proud for this guy, how he come across for everything like that, so yeah, that's how it is. Sonic the Hedgehog in Gravedigger. He's going to be our last two-wheel skills competition before we head to freestyle. And so far last year, Sonic had his own moments and stuff like that back in City Championship Series South, but he nearly could have gotten to the World Finals, but unfortunately not this year, not that year. But let's see if this year could work out, because you know what, it looks like he's having some great success and stuff like that. Sonic the Hedgehog is trying to keep it, maintain his focus, and he's going to reverse the truck, and no, not yet. Okay, not yet, but he still got one more hit to go. We still got one more hit, just one more hit. One more hit to go for Sonic the Hedgehog. The question is, can he try to get it on right there, to go for the lead right there? I'm not so sure how he's going to try to do it, or how he's going to keep it, you know, consistent with everything like that. Up over the jump right there by Sonic the Hedgehog, and alright, I mean, not really that we wanted to see, but still, I mean, he's doing everything he can, not the way he wanted to see, but still, it is what it is. But what a good run by Sonic the Hedgehog and Gravedigger, as he, you know, accomplishment to try everything he can out there. Good run out there by Sonic. You know, he tried everything he can in his phenomenal race. He tried to do a perfect skills maneuver, but not the way he wanted to do. And the score's going to be 1.205. The fans give him a 1.064. Expert judges give him a 1.011. I mean, what a good run right there by Sonic the Hedgehog. I will give him that. He did absolutely phenomenal and tried to do everything he can out there for his run. You know, trying to, you know, have his success and stuff like that, but still, it is what it is. I can't say much right there by, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, but yeah, that's how it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, it looks like your two-wheel skills winner goes to Freddy Fazbear, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior with 1.425, followed by Blue and Thunder Roars with 1.385, Game Over with 1.208. I mean, really consistent of all this, you know, all that stuff, but these are like the top 7 guys out there. They tried their best, but still, it is what it is. I'm really happy, you know, how they come, you know, across for everything like that, but that's how it is. So coming next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Monster Jam freestyle competition right there. And we're going to get ready to see right here in Seattle, Washington, as how they have great success. And we're going to see what's going to happen. All right, Monster Jam fans, here comes the brain in Extreme Diesel. Imagine him and Pinky are like the Diesel brothers. Well, they're like our version to the Diesel brothers, because they finally made Brodozer. Well, not because of their hands, because it was inspired by, what's their name? Heavy D and Diesel Dave. We want to give a shout out to them. And also inspired by the driver who passed away named Dave, who, you know, sadly, who passed away a while back. You know, dedication for Dave, and this is his truck, and we're, you know, making a good tribute. And looks like Extreme Diesel's truck has just started right there with the diesel powered monster truck. I mean, I was expecting a diesel powered truck was gonna have some great success, but not the way we wanted to see from the diesel power. But we'll see how Extreme Diesel, how it gets up there. Extreme Diesel trying to rocking and rolling out there for all the Monster Jam fans. And look at the huge air right there by Extreme Diesel. Oh no. And it looks like we're going to have no score for Extreme Diesel. I hate to say this, there will be no score, because unfortunately, as much as I want to see a good score, but there's going to be a end of the night. Well, it looks like we're going to see some highlights just for the heck of it, because the problem is that last jump it just landed up. It broke the back side of the left side of the tire, and the tire got off. So not the way we wanted to see right there, but it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. What a good run by Extreme Diesel. You know, it had some great success, but unfortunately, not the way we wanted to see right there. But still, it is what it is and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's how it happens, everything like that. So, that's how it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it is the monster truck that started it all. LT in the Bigfoot. We got the Bigfoot. Everybody's ready to get it on right there for all that stuff. Bigfoot is getting ready to get it on right there, and the clock has just started. Now, the only time you guys will get to see, this is like somewhat of a closest thing you guys get to see Bigfoot in the big Monster Jam event. But, however, we're not going to get to real life. We're going to focus on this right now. LT's rocking and rolling out there. You know, I like the part how he's trying to keep his consistent, representing his father, Mr. Bigfoot himself. You know, all that stuff. Also, real life dedication to Mr. Bob Chandler and the rest of the Bigfoot guy crews all the way from Missouri. Couldn't doubt without him and stuff like that. And Bigfoot, oh no, there's gonna be a no score. I hate to say this, there will be no score. The truck's already damaged from the bottom of the bar, and that's already gonna cost him. Well, not a good way for the first two trucks because they already got damaged already. I know I hate to say this, but they're already been, you know, broken up, damaged. Can't do nothing about it. I hate to say this, but yeah, there will be NAs right there. I know, it's just a sad story. Can't do nothing about it, so things happen for a reason, but you know what? At least they try their best, you know. They have, you know, great consistency and everything like that, but still, it is what it is. Well, what a good run right there, but unfortunately, not the way we wanted to see, but still, it is what it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, here comes Humphrey in the Earthshaker monster truck, representing from the movie everybody remembers, Alpha and Omega. Whoever's a big Alpha and Omega fan who used to watch the movie, well, guess what? Here's your boy Humphrey. Kate's no longer driving, but now just Humphrey only. But Humphrey, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to rock it and rolling out there. And his freestyle has just started right there, right now, and he's going to really rock and rolling out there. As Humphrey is going to keep his success right there, as he's going to try to do everything is phenomenal, try to show it off right there. And it looks like he's just going to keep his consistency right there. We're going to see what's going to happen right there for Humphrey. Humphrey and Earthshaker looks like he's going to try to, you know, rocking and rolling out there. And it looks like he's about to bypass his 1 minute. But the question is, can he still bypass his 1 minute? I'm not so sure yet, but we're going to see what he's going to do and all that stuff. And to the jump out there, right to the cars. Oh yeah, fun fact is I forgot to mention they add some cars on the racing jump. That way you guys can get some free standard cars. So we can have some cars to crush for all you great Monster Jam fans. And the good news is he bypasses 1 minute, so they're going to be the first truck to eligible to make the score right there. As Humphrey looks like he's keeping his consistent right there. Earthshaker's a truck he made a name for himself, and he's no doubt about it. He's going to be the future of this truck whenever the time has tell and stuff like that. Humphrey looks like he's really the rock and rolling out there, and he's going to shake it loose, just like the song, you know, shake and loose. Like, you guys got to shake it for that truck. 20 seconds to go for Humphrey and Earthshaker. Let's see what he's going to try to do. And he's going to go for the Monster Jam backflip. Up over the Monster Jam backflip. And good success. Okay. That's a really good success right there. The only thing my downfall about the track is just it's too crowded with a bunch of ramps. But either way, you know, we just did it for all the fans out there. And try to show some love for out there. You know, all that stuff. What a go on right there for Humphrey and Earthshaker. Down, you know, in Seattle, Washington. And it looks like he's going to crush some cars, and he's going to park right there on top of the cars to show it off to all you Monster Jam fans out there. And there he is right there, waving it to all the great fans right here in Seattle. Amazing run by Humphrey and Earthshaker. He did absolutely phenomenal to show it off out there. What a good run by Humphrey and Earthshaker. He is no doubt about it, trying to do everything he can in his business and otherwise all that stuff. 4.865 is the score, and the fans give a 3.950. Expert judges give a 4.506. What a good run by Humphrey and Earthshaker. You know what? I'm very proud for his accomplishment as he gets ready to get it on right there. What a good run out there by Humphrey and Earthshaker. He just rocking and rolling out there, and he showed his consistency and everything like that, but still, it is what it is. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, from Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy Fazbear, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Everybody remembers that who is a diehard Five Nights at Freddy's fan? Well, guess what? Here's your boy, all the way from Five Nights at Freddy's, is Freddy Fazbear. Now, I know everyone's going to ask, what happened to Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy? They're still around, but they don't drive for Monster Jam. They're just part of our independent, our minor league tours. So they're part of the minor league tours for now. But that doesn't mean they won't be back to Monster Jam. They can come back anytime, but sometimes there's times that they could come back, but as guest stars, but for full-time seasons, depending how it goes. And now Freddy Fazbear representing Mohawk Warrior. I remember Mohawk Warrior, it all started with Escalate. It was driven by Yang, who is a character from Yin Yang Yo. A lot of fans may or may not remember because, you know, that was the late 2000s shows from the Jetix, which is now Disney XD. And then he drove Mohawk Warrior once it became Mohawk Warrior, Yang. After Yang departure when he left, it all started with Clarence from the Cartoon Network show Clarence. Then Freddy Fazbear joined. He became a second driver. Clarence left, he's not with us no more, and now Freddy Fazbear is now becoming the main driver as he took the torch to be in this truck. Freddy Fazbear is really dominant, I'll give him that. He's really a heck of a driver in that truck, and there's no doubt about it, as he's trying to, you know, trying to keep his accomplishment for everything like that. And whoa, I like the jump out there, right here, right now, for all that stuff. Freddy Fazbear still has some more moments to go right there as he's rocking and rolling out there, and he's trying to do some cyclone times for that for all the Monster Jam fans out there. He's about almost a few seconds to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do for everything like that. And looks like his time is up, and he's going to try to do it, and he's going to do it all for the style out there, and success. Okay, not bad. I will give him that he tried everything he can out there, trying to show it off out there. Apparently, you know, he's just doing everything phenomenal as well, you know, trying to do everything he can out there. What a good one run right there by Freddy Fazbear in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. That was some amazing run out there as he tried to put the success of everything like that to try to go for a win right there. And it looks like the score 5.423. The fans give him a 3.056. Expert judges give him a 6.899. Not bad by Freddy Fazbear. As look at, he is really accomplishment, you know, try to do everything he can out there, try to show it off right there. That was pretty success. I will give him that. You know, that's pretty sure that he did everything he can in this phenomenal race. That's pretty amazing how he comes up with. All right, Monster Jam fans, here comes Nick Weil in Blue Thunder. Let's see what he's going to try to do to create his success right there. And Nick Weil, careful, Nicky. Oh, no. And Nick Weil will end his freestyle not the way he wanted. There will be an NA for Nick Weil. I hate the fact that he just barely started freestyle and he wasn't paying attention to the ramp, and that's going to cause him to flip it over. I hate to see the way how Nick is. Oh my goodness, gee whiz. Nick Weil did not want this, and I know he hated it so much, and I know he's pissed right now, and he's out of the truck right now. Very angry, he's kicking dirt right now. I don't blame him for his angriness. I know his crew chief is trying to calm him down, you know, and you know, it's just really, you know, it happens, you know, things happen. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, Judy Hopps in Monster Mud Dalmatian. Let's see what she's gonna do, trying to rock and roll in and, you know, reconcile for her success. Judy Hopps is getting ready to rocking and rolling out there, and look like she's got the success, and looks like her freestyle has just started right now. Hopps, it looks like she's gonna try to, you know, be persistent right there, trying to, you know, show it off right there to try to go for some good, you know, advices to try to win this competition out there, and she's trying to do everything she can out there. Judy Hopps looks like she's trying to make sure that she's just trying to be the one by being the best, by showing up for everything, and not bad for her jump right there. Although Zootopia 2, the movie came out like a while ago, really awesome movie, hopefully everyone loves it. Anyways, let's get back to the competition right there. Not bad by Hopps, at least she's trying to keep a distance, everything like that. That's what she's trying to do, and she's no doubt about it, trying to become a future champion. This past World Finals, at least she tried her best, but racing didn't work out. Freestyle, not really as close, but tried her best. But however, since we're going to Vice City, I can't wait to see how Vice City is going to work out. We're going to see what Judy Hopps is going to try to do. 34 seconds to go. Let's see what Hopps is going to try to do, as Hopps is going to try to be the one by being the best, by trying to, you know, rocking and rolling out there. And Hopps, it looks like, trying to rocking and rolling out there, trying to do everything she can out there. Under 20 seconds to go. Let's see, she's going to try to do her best, and she's going to cyclone time for Judy Hopps in Monster Mud Dalmatian. 10 more seconds to go. Can she just hit a backflip already? Oh no, she's way too far. Yeah, I don't know if she's going to make it that far, unless you want the officials give her a last moment and stuff. But I guess it looks like her freestyle's come to an end. She's not going to continue. No, wait, the official says, all right, they're going to give her one last chance just for the heck of it. But it looks like she's gonna, hit the front of the hood of the truck, and they're gonna shut her down right there. What a good run by Judy Hopps. There she is, waving it to all the fans right here, trying to show it off out there. I really like the part how a lot of fans didn't notice that one of the crew members, I think one of her crew members, grabbed this bone and started throwing it as she speeded up right there just to fetch the dog. Anyways, the score to be 7.6. The score is 7.638. Fans gave her a 7.409. Expert judges give a 7.946. I mean, decent score from both sides, I will say. At least it was a well-deserved run. I will, you know, can't complain on both sides. But still, it is what it is. I like the meter, how it gives it out. And yeah, that's a really good score right there for Judy Hopps and Monster Mud Dalmatian. Speaking of Judy Hopps, here comes another female driver, Molly in Obsess. I'm looking forward to see how Molly's going to try to pull it up. A lot of good upsets, but we're going to see how she's going to try to do it by rocking and rolling out there. We know that she's the daughter of Ginger and Rocky from the character from Chicken Run. She came out in Chicken Run 2. Haven't seen the movie at the time of this, live stream and everything, but still, we'll see what she's going to try to do. As Molly's going to try to rocking and rolling out there, trying to, showing off to everybody like that here in the Monster Jam community right there. Trying to rock and rolling out there and do the best she can. And, trying to fight for it, everything like that. So that's what she's going to try to do to show it up right there. Not bad by Molly in Obsess. Perfect jump right there. It looks like she is about 7 more seconds to go to pass by her 1 minute bypass. And it looks like she's eligible to make the score at this time. Yep, that's what she's trying to do. I asked Molly in Obsess, I asked her a while ago, I told her, what is it like to be now that you're in stadiums? You and Reggie and some of the drivers who started debuting in arenas, but now you get to go in stadiums. She said that, you know what, big room, big air is going to be something unique. Looking forward to it. I'm ready to accept the challenge. Except we got heavy hitters because I've seen a lot of drivers, how they drive. I study it with my crew chief. Including we study how they drive and what's their success and stuff, but still, you know what, if I keep in my persistence, maybe I can try to, be the one by trying to, accomplish my success. I mean, a lot of strong words, strong answer from her. Less than 20 seconds to go. Let's see what she's going to try to do, trying to rock it and roll it, as she's trying to really show it up to all the fans right here in the sport. Upward to jump right there. Not bad right there. Looks like a perfect sky wheelie right there. I thought she's going to hit the backflip, but it looks like she's not going to hit the backflip. But it looks like she's just doesn't want to go too risky too much. I mean, not all drivers are going to hit the backflip ramps, but there's decent ones that can. I mean, a lot of them could, but there's others that didn't want to, for probably sometimes that, the officials tell them that they can't hit the backflip. Some have permission, but some decided not to. But that's up to them. They can hit whatever they want to hit. Anyway, score is 7.855. Fans gave her a 6.938. Expert judge give her an 8.102. Not bad run by Molly in Obsess. At least she's just doing absolutely phenomenal in her run. No doubt about it. She's just doing the best she can out there, trying to keep it all, to herself and stuff like that. But try to keep her consistent. There's just no doubt about it. But try to do everything she can. But yeah, that's how she is. Coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Don. In Game Over, Don is going to get ready to rocking and rolling out there as he's going to try to fulfill his destiny right there. Don, it looks like he's going to try to race it up right there as he's going to get it on out there. But we have to see what's going to happen out there. Looks like Don is going to be the one trying to be the best by being the best. And let's see what he's going to try to do. And it looks like to the jump right there. And it looks like his freestyles just started right there. I like the part how how they put red everywhere to represent the same color as the truck right there, representing Mr. Kevin Talbot's monster truck, and he was a former driver of Thunder 4x4. He made a name for himself really since last year. Don really had some great success. I told him that last year you had some good success, although you didn't win the stadium tour, but you did win a playoff, but you did have some good success in your run. Whoa, good save right there by Don in Game Over. Yeah, Don says, yeah, it's really awesome, I feel like I'm driving like my big brother Rigby, my big small brother, even though love the dude, but still, I hope I get to have a tour with him. Maybe not last season, not this season, but maybe next season or possibly the following season. I would love to have the same tour with him. No doubt about it. So don't keep your eyes closed for Don, because he could have the same tour with his brother and they could possibly be trailer mates. That's his mission, to stuff like that. Don is trying to, keeping it going and keep his persistence. Not bad with the jump right there for his run. Trying to, be the one by being success, everything like that. So yeah, that's what Don's trying to do. Up over the jump, not bad by Don in Game Over as he's rocking and rolling out there. And it looks like he's almost about to be, his almost time is about to end soon. If he can try to have success. Up over the Monster Jam backflip and almost, whoa, good thing he got his save and the fans love this so much. Not bad by Game Over as he really did it for everybody out there. The fans are loving it so far. And wait, I thought he's done. No, he wants to backflip until all the fans out there, even though they're still scoring. Oh my goodness, and it looks like he's gonna do it for the heck of it. The officials will shut him down, but still, Don had some great success. I like how Don is very passionate, not just for the truck, but not just for the fans, but he's passionate for his driving skills. Pretty awesome run right there as he's just rocking and rolling. There's no doubt about it, as he's just, you know, keep it persistent for his run out there. That's really awesome right there by Don. Anyways, the score is going to be 8.741. That's a really great score. Fans gave him a 6.039. That was way too late because, you know, that was after the backflip. Expert gave him 8.930. I mean, that's really consistent. That's really awesome. I'll give him that. Don really had it phenomenal in this run, and he's just impressing it to all the great Monster Jam fans, and he never doubt on himself. He never doubt on himself. That was some amazing run right there by Don in Game Over. He just really did everything in his phenomenal run. That's what I like it, and that's how he has his great success. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mr. Poppers and El Toro Loco. Let's see what he's going to try to do to rocking and rolling out there. Former driver of Monster Energy. He started with Monster Energy throughout the years. His last 2 seasons with Monster Energy, won a World Finals champion. His first season with Rockstar Energy, won a racing champion. He was driving it for like the next 2 years after his champion with Rockstar. Then he went to Big Kahuna, and after Big Kahuna, went back to Monster Energy, which everybody saw him last season. And now he got the ride of El Toro Loco. And now El Toro Loco became the official 4th truck, and now to really rocking and rolling out there. It was my idea, got approved by my brothers. My brothers approved it. And Mr. Popper is going to do some 2-wheel skills maneuver already, even though it's not a 2-wheel skills contest. This is just a freestyle contest. Oh my goodness, that is some awesome run right there. And it looks like he has to be careful. Come on, save it, save it. And he's gonna spin a Rudy that truck, and he's gonna save it. Can he save it? Come on. Oh baby, let's save it. Oh no, I think they're gonna shut him down. Yep, I knew it, because he was too close to the wall, and that's a hazard. Well, he did some good runs. I was expecting, if only his run, if he would have saved it a little more, he could possibly have bigger runs, and not just that, probably a good score that we're looking forward to see. But apparently, you know, I got the best of him and stuff like that, but you know what? That's how it is, stuff like that. Anyways, score's gonna be 1.695. Fans gave him a 1.859. Expert judges give him a 1.220. I mean, it was a good success run, but it's not the way I wanted to see from him and stuff like that, but still, very proud for him for his accomplishment. He tried everything he can out there, no doubt about it, for everything in his consistency. Although that, you know what, you can't do nothing about it. The run was over. I know Mr. Popper is very disappointed. He wants to do a little more, but hey, it happens. Here comes Blue and Thunder Roars. Let's see what he's going to try to do to rocking and rolling out there to show it off to all the great Monster Jam fans out there. Blue is going to try to keep his consistency, and it looks like he's going to try to be the best. And it looks like he's going to try. Is he going to do it? Oh, he's going to jump over the cars? Not yet, but he's going to do it. And let's see what he's going to try to do. Jump over the cars right there. Not bad by Blue in Thunder Roars. Okay, that's a good start right there by Blue and Thunder Roars. Thunder Roars is going to try to have his great success out there as he's trying to pull the game out there, trying to show it off out there. As Thunder Roars looks like he's going to be really rocking and balling out there. He's going to haul himself to the game out there, you know, no doubt about it, for himself and everything like that, you know. And it looks like right there, jumping over the cars, not bad, up over the cars. Good run right there by Thunder Roars in Blue. Blue and Thunder Roars is going to get ready to have success right there to show it off out there. Up over the jump right there. Yes, okay. Pretty success. Yeah, okay, that's really not bad. As he's trying to, you know, be the one by being the best, by showing off to all the great Monster Jam fans out there. That's what he's trying to do right there. Blue looks like he's trying to, you know, be successful in his game out there. Trying to show it off out there. No doubt about it. It looks like he's just trying to, you know, keep it as cool and stuff like that. So, yeah. That's how it is. And jumping over it right there. Not bad. Okay. My brother, if you could tell that my brother Embracey Boy, aka Gabriel, or Ruben, whatever you can call him, his real name's Ruben, is trying to, you know, tell him what to do, or trying to tell him where to hit. Blue's trying to translate to him to tell him where he wants to go and stuff like that, trying to, you know, rocking and rolling out there. That's how it is. Under 10 seconds to go right there by Blue and Thunder Royce. He's just trying to do the best he's trying, and he's going to go for the backflip right there. Up over the Monster Jam backflip, everybody, and okay, I like it that way. Okay, not bad. He's just trying to be the one by trying to do his best, and it looks like his freestyle has come to an end. Not bad run by Blue and Thunder Royce. There he is, waving it to all the crowd right here in Seattle, Washington, as he's trying to do the best he can. Really rocking and rolling out there. I will give him that, you know, he is no doubt about it, trying to be the one by being the best, so that's how it is and stuff like that. Anyway, so the score is going to be 8.796, and the fans gave him a 9.504. Expert judges give him an 8.148. I mean, a little too high for the fans, a little too low for the expert judges, but still a decent score from the meter. But that's how I see it. That's just me out there. But still not bad. I'll give him that. Blue just has some great success. He did everything in his phenomenal job trying to show it off right there, right here in Monster Jam for all the fans out there. Pretty good run right there, as he has great success, all that stuff. But we still got the last 2 trucks remaining coming up. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Jack the German Shepherd in Max D. Let's see what the German Shepherd has gonna do right there. I know that for anyone that owns a German Shepherd, he's gonna represent all the German Shepherds out there. I know everybody wants to see their beloved favorite dog is gonna have some good success, and we're gonna get ready to get started. Jack looks like he's gonna try to do the best what he can try to do, and full speed ahead, and there he goes. And his timing system has just started right there. I remember last year he was in Arena Championship Series number 4, and then he really had success. He won his tour. I told him, what is it like to win the tour? He's like, you know what? It's really awesome. I'm loving it so far. My favorite part is not just I love to win, but I hope I can do it for stadiums this season. Well, let's hope so, because, you know, Jack looks like he has some good success. I'm not saying he has bad taste of points or anything, but, however, he has to catch it up because, you know what, you got tough guys. You got Mr. Poppers, you got Sonic the Hedgehog, and you got some underdogs too, like Molly and Obsessed, but so far Molly, not yet, but even though it's still a second show for them. Oh, and it looks like he almost flipped it over, but not really. At least he still saved it, but not really. He just flipped it over, I was trying to say. Anyway, so really rocking and rolling right there. 42 seconds to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do the best he can out there. Trying to, you know, work it out, everything. Jack the German Shepherd, trying to have some, you know, good taste in it. Trying to rock and rolling in his run out there, and he's trying to do some perfect freestyle, even though he even told me that the track is a little bit too crowded. He's not so sure about that, but he said he'll just try to do his best out there with that track, everything like that. Perfectly jump right there. Not bad run by Jack, as Jack is going to try to oh, look like, careful Jack, he looks like he's going to have some solid decent runs out there. And it looks like he's down to his last run. Over the Monster Jam backflip. And Jack the German Shepherd. Oh, come on, save it, Jack. No, oh my goodness. Well, not the end of the run for Jack the German Shepherd, but Max C has already tried to do everything he can out there, trying to do it to rock and rolling out there. What a good run out there, but unfortunately the backflip run has just got the best of him and stuff like that, so, you know, it is what it is, can't do nothing. Anyway, the score is 8.7565. Fans gave him an 8.204. Expert judges give him an 8.950. Not bad run by Jack the German Shepherd. He's already tried to do his best, but still, it is what it is. You know, nothing to do and everything like that, but still, I mean, he has some good runs, you know, still, it is what it is, stuff like that, but still, it is what it is. So, we're down to the last Monster Jam monster truck. Will it be everybody's fan favorite, Sonic the Hedgehog and Gravedigger? Let's see what he's going to try to do to get back in the game out there. Sonic looks like he's going to try to have to do his best out there. Last season, he had some momentum, everything like that. But this season, he's trying to do his momentum again. But this time, he's going to try to do something a little different to try to rock and rolling out there. And it looks like he's lined up. And he's going to get ready. And he's going to have his full success right there. As Sonic the Hedgehog is still trying to be the one by trying to do his best right there. And it looks like he already damaged the left side of the light because of, you know, Gravedigger hit. Oh, careful Sonic, you don't want to hit it right there. You don't want to like damage it or anything like that. So yeah, he's rocking and rolling out there, trying to, you know, show it off out there. I like the part how when you look at Gravedigger, especially the colors, when you look at all the tour tracks, it's like it makes sense for a lot of things right now. But you know, there's been good success right there. However, that he's just trying to be the one by, you know, trying to pull his momentum right there. And it looks like it's getting a little bit of raining out there. Well, it's not fully rain, but it's just a little tiny bit of sprinkles. Not really that much, but it'll die down. It's like there's no chance of rain coming up right there. Either way, it could come probably after when the show ends, but I'm not so sure. But however, we'll see how it is and stuff like that. So yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog trying to keep his consistence right there. And he's just rocking and rolling like the power. He's just trying to play the one by everything. Whoa, careful. He almost flipped it over, but I'm surprised he didn't. And it looks like the Jolly Roger flag is gone. And up over the Monster Jet backflip. And oh, what the heck did I just saw? Dang it, that was some crazy moment from Sonic the Hedgehog in Gravedigger. There he is, waving it to all the crowd out there. My goodness, man, that is some awesome run by Sonic the Hedgehog in the Gravedigger. Man, good run out there, but we're going to see what he's going to try to do for his success, for his run, and all that stuff. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. And the score is going to be 6.137. The fans gave him a 6.309. Expert judges give him a 5.947. I mean, pretty decent score. I mean, it's a decent score. It wasn't like that big or compares to the others and stuff like that, but still, he just did it for everything. And he just did it. Look at this, man. He finally did a double. He could have done a double backflip, but oh my goodness. Even to this day, no one has ever done a double backflip. And that's really, you know, we're just still to this day waiting for it. All right, Monster Jam fans, it looks like your freestyle winner goes to Blue and Thunder Roars. Congratulations. Followed by Jack the German Shepherd, Max D, Don and Game Over, Molly and Obsessed. Molly, my goodness, she made it to the top 4. That is really amazing. And looks like your overall event champion goes to Blue and Thunder Roars. The question is, can he still stay and take the lead right there? If he can try to, that will be perfect for him. But we will see how it goes for his point standing, stuff like that. But still, man, what a good run by Blue and Thunder Roars. Well deserved, everything like that. All right, Monster Jam fans, don't forget to give a shout out to Beammonsters and the other creators of the mods. Give them the love that they deserve. Their names down description down below, especially to the Beammonster community. I do recommend you guys got to give them the, you know, love that they deserve, because they're the ones that created the trucks and tracks. We are not authorized with the trucks or tracks. We usually don't create them. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and also turn the notification bell on if you guys want to see more videos like this. Well, everybody, what a show out there. Good night, everybody, from Seattle. We'll see you in the next video.